Hi Libra, welcome back. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I'm Destiny Calling Tarot. Libra, this is going to be your weekly reading and it's going to cover the time frame of April the 5th through April 11th, 2020. All right, guys, let's get into the energies. We're going to try to do a little bit of relaxation, breathing techniques. We're going to take a deep breath. This is going to allow us to release all of the negative, toxic energies in our system. Let's take another one. Kind of do a double take on that. Just let it all out. Don't keep it trapped inside. Release the negativity. Okay, we're going to take another couple deep breaths. That's going to allow us to bring in all of the positive, yummy, juicy, good stuff our way, because we deserve that today. Whew, it feels good. All right, let's take another deep breath, guys. Soak it all in. All the yummy, juicy, and good stuff. It's coming our way. I can feel it. I hope everyone is feeling well. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is taking care of each other during these times, these tricky times that we're in. Another deep breath, guys. Just let it all out. We don't want to keep and hold this tension and this stress in our body. It's toxic. And we don't need to hold on to it any longer. And in times when you notice the stress is kind of creeping in, or just the negative thoughts are coming about, just take a few deep breaths. If you can, step outside onto a balcony, into a yard, whatever your situation, take a quick look up at the sky. Notice how beautiful it is. Notice how lucky you are to be alive, living, breathing, and hopefully dreaming. Dreaming of a better future, guys. This is what our focus should be. Dreaming of a better future. Better future for all of the kids out in the world who we really want to leave some kind of a legacy for, right? They certainly don't deserve to be passed down the negativity, right? So let's kind of clean things up for them. Hopefully we're going to do it for ourselves, but at the very least, hopefully we can do it for them, right? All right. I'm sending lots of loving energy your way. Lots of light, positivity. I hope you can feel this energy. I truly, I go through my ups and downs just like everybody else. But I keep telling myself that this too shall pass. And that helps me to keep the faith, right? Keep connecting with each other, reaching out to each other any way possible. All right, guys. This is going to be a general read here for Libra, the Libra collective. So if you're noticing things not resonating with you, don't try to force those particular messages. It simply means that they're not meant for you, and that's okay. Dates as well, they really just are general guidelines here. So some people could possibly notice things resonating with them a few days and weeks before and after these dates. I mean, we're all on different parts of our journey, right? Okay, let's get started. Centered into the energies of Libra. Spirit, please provide messages for Libra for the time frame of April the 5th through April 11th, 2020. Spirit guides, what messages did you want to have come forward for Libra during this time? Please provide messages for Libra, the Libra collective. What would you like to have come forward? These are your cards. All right, guys, let's take a look. We're going to save the blessing and inspirational messages here until the end. Save the tarot for a few moments. Okay, let's take a look at the oracle cards. So this is going to provide us with the overall energies here for the entire read today. First card says, Sacral Chakra. I feel comfortable in my own body and I'm sensitive to other people's feelings. Gorgeous picture. If you're able to kind of empathize with the way others are feeling during this time, likely you're being called to be compassionate and understanding and mostly very non-judgmental during this time. And you're really feeling like you're starting to fall in love with yourself, with your body. You maybe even for the first time are really looking at yourself in the mirror as a beautiful human being, and you find your body so magnificent, and you never really had that connection to your body before. You find it magnificent how your breathing takes place effortlessly, how the body can heal itself, and you're really cherishing your body at this time and taking care of yourself and your health as much as possible. Next card. It says, Alpha Dragon, harness the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old. Visualize your dreams. Help to manifest a new world. This is so appropriate for the times. I'm going to read a little bit from the book just for this particular card. There may be some form of message that's meant to come through. All right, Alpha Dragon. These incredible galactic dragons carry Archangel Metatron's highest light. They help to create the universe that we live in and continue to breathe the yang energy of manifestation into our world. Because they have the power of physical manifestation, they work with our thoughts when we, or the collective mind of humanity, are ready to bring something into creation. These are enormous and powerful dragons. They only work for the highest good. As they can build, they can also destroy. They are entering our world now at the end of the old era and the start of the new, to facilitate the destruction of what is no longer serving our planet and the construction of a new world to a much higher frequency. This is exactly what this point in time is all about. It's all about letting go of the old systems that are no longer working. We are moving into a 5D consciousness, and our frequencies need to, we need to vibrate our frequencies at the highest possible frequency at this time. It says, guidance. Alpha dragons are bringing you a very special message. You are being called to demonstrate creative forces in your current project or experience. So ask these magnificent beings to assist you and know that their masculine energy will empower and strengthen you as you visualize what you want to build. You can also ask these dragons to support you in constructing our new fifth dimensional world. When you think about it, when you really truly think about it, it's possible that this new reality hasn't sunk in for some people yet, and that's okay. I do think it's really, really important to focus on understanding that we're here during this point on the planet. We were brought here because we were meant to be here during this specific time. We're being called to construct a new reality, right? We're really being called to create a new world. This is a really big task, and that's where our focus should lie. It says, as you hold the vision of the new golden age, you can take your pictures and breathe life into them. This is a card of raw power and creation. So ensure your intentions are pure. Make sure you're doing everything with integrity during this time. Keep your intentions pure. And this is all about harnessing this masculine energy to create something that we want to be able to reap the harvest of in the future. So at this point, think of it as we are planting seeds. As difficult as it is to see and realize during this time, we are, consciously or unconsciously, hopefully we're coming to the point where we're consciously doing it. We're planting our seeds today. What we're planting today is going to be our harvest months down the road. This is so important. Power of creation, masculine energies. So yeah, it does say here, destroying the old. The old systems are not working. They were not working for quite some time. And this is what happens when it gets to the point where things need to change. I think if you really reflect, you understand that things have needed to change for some time. This is really just the push that makes it happen. You're really going to want to focus on your visualization during this time. So you might be focusing on vision boards. All right, let's take a look at the next oracle. It says, decisions. It's your decision whether you keep this up or let it go. But continuing will not change the circumstances or the outcome. This message is going to slap you in the face. This is your reality today. This is all of our reality. We're not in this alone. And that's the beauty of what is happening at this time. And we really need to see that to shift our focus. We are not in this alone. We are doing this together. It's the only way through this. So you have a decision whether or not you're going to focus on the fear. You have a decision whether or not you are going to focus on the positive. Either way, it doesn't matter. Whichever choice you make, you will not be able to change these circumstances during this specific point in time. There are certain things that are going to be out of our control. We need to let the control go. At this moment in time, by doing so, we can bring ourselves to a point of inner power. This is so important. Our focus is what we need to focus on at this time. That sounds ridiculous, I know. Our focus needs to be our focus. We need to make our focus positivity. Yes, absolutely, we're going to go through sadness. Yes, absolutely, we're going to experience the fear. Yes, absolutely, we're going to experience frustration and anger. Those are all normal human emotions. And if we didn't experience those emotions, I would be deeply concerned about humanity. We need to go through the motions. We need to go through the emotions. Once we've done that, we pick ourselves back up. Together, we move forward, and we make our focus a new world. We find the positive things that we've learned from this situation. We focus on all the changes that are coming in the future that are positive compared to the old paradigm. Things that just needed to go. All right, let's take a look at the tarot. I'll show each card as we go along. Beautiful. It's actually looking very lovely for you at this time. Yeah, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. All right, first card up, Knight of Pentacles, guys. This is, as you can see, loyalty. I really think that this particular card with the turtle illustration here may have something to do with an animal, totem animal, a spirit animal. This may be symbolic for some of you. If you've been noticing, referencing, hearing, seeing turtles as a synchronicity in the last few days, this could be very important to you to research. So this says loyalty, guys, in specifically here in your reading. I'm sensing that you are going to be really putting a lot of other people first during this time. I feel that you're going to really, your loyalties are going to show towards your inner circle. I feel that this is going to bring you together on a very, very deep soul level. Maybe that has been missing, and it's something that is bringing you together, like I say, on a very deep level, which is a very, very positive thing coming out of this particular situation in this point in time. I'm not saying it's required. I'm not even saying it's a specific religion or spirituality. Personally, I believe religion, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I don't judge, and I would hope that no one would judge me in return. Just, keep the respect factor right now. It's so important to get along at this point in time, especially. I feel that religion is for people who are afraid to go to hell. Personally, that is what I believe. I feel spirituality is for people who have already experienced hell. They've experienced hell on earth. They've been to hell and back. So wherever you're at, it's what's important to you. It's what works for you. It's where your beliefs lie, and what you focus on is personal to you. During this time, I'm very spiritual. During this time, I am making it a focus to meditate. I am making it a focus to do everything I can to focus my mind on positive outcomes. Whenever the fear creeps in, it's so important to transition the fear to possibilities. This takes a lot of practice. But at this time, you might want to have that practice. Make your family unit, your inner circle, literally make a circle. Hold hands, pray, chant, do whatever it is that you do to bring unity and really to bring peace of mind and to feel connected to a higher source, right? We're all trying to connect to our higher being at this time. It's going to be so important to try to find some type of soul connections during this time. Next card, Four of Pentacles, and at the bottom it says security. So during this time, you're likely very much concerned about security, you and everyone else at this time, right? That's why we're all in this together. You're understanding that it's important not to be selfish during this time. That's really only going to bring you bad karma down the line. What you give, you receive back. It's the law of karma. It's the law of attraction. So it's going to be important, yes, absolutely, at this time. You're going to want to be making smart choices. You're going to want to be thinking about, like I said, again, the plants that we're seeding today are going to bring us our abundant harvest down in the future. Yes, we are limited right now as to what can possibly be done physically, but we can become creative during this time. We can plan at this time. We can make a plan of action for when we can become more mobile. What do you have as you personally, what do you have that can provide a service to others? What do you have as skills and abilities or gifts that others could benefit from? How can you provide value in someone else's life? This is what your focus needs to be for stability going forward. The times are changing, and we need to start changing with the times. The thing with life is, and this is so important right now, and I'm going to show you exactly why specifically in your reading, but life is all about change. Change is consistent. All right, Queen of Wands. Look at this, guys. It says passion. So your passion is going to be all about you finding out what really makes you get up in the morning. This is a time really to reflect and to figure this out for oneself. If we were continuing with our busy day-to-day lives, trying to impress, the neighbors, keep up with the Joneses, that's not serving us in a very positive way, because we don't have time to sit and reflect. And without having that time to sit and truly reflect, we are not going to focus on what it is that we are divinely put here on earth to do. We really do need to self-reflect to find out what our purpose is, what it is that we are divinely guided to do, what it is that you feel passionate about, what it is that really makes you feel alive and want to get out of bed in the morning. This is a crucial time for that specifically. And if we can all do that individually for ourselves, the whole will come together and it will be beautiful. We need to make ourselves a priority right now. By doing that, we can help so many people long term. Absolutely. Let's think long term. I understand things right now are day to day, hour to hour, but that does not stop someone from dreaming. Don't ever stop dreaming. This is fantastic. Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. You have two Wheel of Fortune. So it's your destiny card, right? This is all about finding your destiny, finding your purpose. The wheel symbolizes change, movement. Things are constantly changing. If you're not learning, you're not living, right? Right now, personally, I feel that during these times and as time progresses, we're really going to want to focus on quality of living. I don't want to get too much into that, but maybe just, keep that in the back of your mind, because as time goes on, the next few months, that's going to become a real big focus. What do you expect in your life as far as quality living? Do you expect freedom? Do you expect compassion from your fellow humans, your fellow neighbors, your fellow beings? Quality of living is not going to be feeling like a prisoner in your own mind. And like I said, you have 2 destiny cards here. So this is a really big indication that you're getting it. You're going to get it. If you're not there yet, you're really, really close. You're going to get this. You're going to understand the bigger picture here, and why this needs to happen, and why this is happening, and that it's not happening to you, it's actually happening for you. The worst of times really truly define us. And I feel with 2 Wheel of Fortune here in your reading, you are going to be defined on so many levels, and it can be very deep, soulful levels. This time is all about keeping balance. This time is going to be all about mind, body, soul, focusing on your emotions, trying to keep everything balanced. Next card. This is beautiful. You have 2 of Cups. Make sure everybody can see that. So this card specifically in your reading is about partnership. This very well could be a time where you are working on a partnership. You may be working on becoming closer and more connected to a partner. You may be working on feeling the feelings of love, heartfelt feelings that have just not been your focus in recent times, and maybe you need to get back to that. This is a time for forgiveness. This is a time for you to forgive yourself for past mistakes. This is a time for you to forgive others for past mistakes. We're moving into a new time, and we do not want to carry those resentments going forward. We don't need them any longer. They're only going to hold us back. It's going to be like we're carrying way too many things on our shoulders that we don't need to carry with us during this times. We're going to have enough struggle, so let's leave that, at least let's leave that behind, right? So we can focus on what is here and now. Some people may be becoming more, this is for some of you, Libra, you may be becoming more engaged in communication, and it's hard to maybe believe that, but is it really when we have social media, when we have ways to connect? Technology is a bonus for us right now. Let's use it to our advantage. Some of you may be connecting. Just be cautious of who you're connecting with. Obviously, online, there may be people with bad intentions. But if you're connecting with someone that is a past friend, or someone that you grew up with, a friend of the family, whatever it may be in your particular situation, for some of you, Libra, I do feel that there's going to become a very intimate connection throughout these turbulent times. You're really going to rely on each other. And you're really going to start to develop this really intimate bond. It doesn't even have to be romantic. For some of you, for sure, absolutely it will, right? But not for everyone, and that's okay too. We all need our support systems, and I think during this time, it's really going to be amazing to see those types of connections that are being made. And you really have to question, if this had not been my reality today, would I have made this connection? Chances are you probably wouldn't have, right? So we really do need to focus on those really positive things during this time. And look at this, guys. Next card, Ace of Cups. So these are the emotions here, right? The emotions are coming and going. They're kind of all up and down, all around. We're human beings. This is going to happen. This is normal. This is natural. All right. So Ace of Cups is the next card. And it says, potentially you have, maybe you have a neighbor who is a secret admirer, who's sending you some form of a message, a love note, who knows what they're sending your way. Definitely sensing that you are very compassionate and lots of empathy towards your fellow beings. You understand the struggle on a deep level. I do sense that overall your relationships are going to become your priority, and you may have neglected specific relationships. I mean, we can all say from one time or another that this has been the case. We're being called during this time to understand what it is that's important. Is the material world important? Or are the connections that we're building and holding and experience important? It's a really big lesson right now. All right, next card. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. I like that the Queen is here. This is a wise, knowing friend you're going to be likely connecting with. Oh, this could also be feng shui. So this might be the practice that you're starting to develop of feng shui. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Feng shui could be so crucial to you and your environment during this time. It could be something that you could make as a focus to calm yourself and really center yourself during this time. This is about being cautious not to feel that you need to be a perfectionist. This is this can be somebody who is unmarried. This could be somebody who's divorced. So you may have someone coming towards you, if that's something that you're looking for. Even if you're not, this might be something that's coming your way. Someone who is, someone who has experienced a lot of life experience, and they're coming your way, and things may be about supporting each other during this time. And then, of course, who knows where that's going to lead in the future. This may even be you. You may be unmarried, never married. You may be divorced, and you may be making yourself the focus right now, really learning about yourself. Maybe you've been possibly in a relationship since the beginning of time, and you've never really taken the time as an individual to become independent and learn about yourself. This also can symbolize some individuals having made their career their primary number one focus, and not focusing too much on relationships. So I feel this could be a very big blessing in disguise for some of you. I think it was Steve Jobs who said towards the end of his life that he had worked so hard and accumulated so much from a career standpoint that he really he ended up having not a lot of connections as far as relationships, and I think that was one of his regrets towards the end of his life. So even the successful people have burdens, right? Last card again, guys. It was your second Wheel of Fortune. So what a wonderful way to end the reading. 2 Wheel of Fortune here. This is a sign from the universe that there is something that you're destined to do. This is something that you're destined to discover during this specific point in time that is so crucial to humanity. The time is now. I think in the past people were able to, procrastinate, put things off. I always have tomorrow. This is a time where we can't say for sure what is going to happen tomorrow. This is a time where we need to get really clear about our focus. This is such a crucial time about getting very, very clear about what our focus needs to be. And if you don't know what that is, you need to take the time to reflect and really ask yourself that question. Let's take a look at your inspirational messages. So the first one I put in is a blessing. It says, graceful good. So this blessing says, I anticipate the blessings hidden in all circumstances. Therefore, I surrender my need to control relationships and events. That, I can't say that enough. It's important to release, control. There are things in this universe that we simply do not have control over. It's going to be all about how you respond to them. I open my heart to divine outcomes, divine timing. I allow my agendas to become divine agendas. We are all becoming divine beings. Nothing is self-serving. This is really about a time that we can serve ourselves, serve our loved ones, and serve for the higher good of all. Next card, it says, this is, I am sustained by love. Love of self, love of others. Whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you are with, let yourself be guided by the loving hand of the universe. Every time I hear the word love or fear, they are connected. If you feel love, love wins every single time in this universe. If you feel fear, it's a choice to work through your fear. It's a choice. It's not easy. It's work. It's a choice to work through the fear and want to live from a place of love. I know for myself, I've experienced hell on earth and I am not going back. I will not live from a place of fear ever, ever again. I will live from a place of love. And I am at complete peace, knowing that I am living from a place of love. Love, choose love. Look at that, guys. Choose love. Love over fear. Love wins every single time. It's the law of the universe. It truly, truly is. Do things out of, not out of selfishness and greed. Do things out of love. Do things out of unity. That's what the new era is about, the new universe that we're creating. It's all about love. It says, if you are struggling with an obstacle or conflict, choose a path of love. Suffering, doubt, and frustration all transform in the presence of love. When love is present, fear does not exist. It's not possible. So show your love courageously. Show your love openly. Show your love with no strings attached. That's really important. Show your love with no strings attached. That means that we're showing unconditional love. That is the ultimate place to live. It's safe to give and receive love. Remember that during these times. In fact, if you have a hard time with self-love, start outside yourself and work your way in. Showing love to others can be a great gateway to loving yourself. This is a massive message for humanity. And it hurts my heart to know that it took this devastating time to get to the point where we learn these lessons. And at the same time, it's a blessing and an opportunity to move forward for the next generations, to be able to live in a time and space that is built out of love. Choose love. It's right there. All right, guys, that is the end of your reading. Oh, wait, one last thing I wanted to leave you with. I have, it's one of those online app things. I'm not really that technical myself, but it's one of those online apps that when I was going through hard times personally, I would read from these positive quotes every day. I wanted to fill my mind and my focus be on positive things, enough to drown out the negative, right? So one that I wanted to share with you today says, I heard a little rumor, I don't know if it's true, that the world is going to be at peace for at least a month or two. I heard that folk must stay at home and spend time with their kin. Slow down, relax and take a breath, and find some peace within. That's what it's all about, guys. It's time to go within. And though we may be worried about money, jobs, and bills, we will notice beauty everywhere. Blue skies, fresh lakes, green hills. And when a month or two is over, this too shall pass, guys. Keep telling yourself that daily, on the daily. And when a month or two is over, and we can all go back to our lives, and we will, people will show gratitude that their loved ones all survived. I'm going to leave it there for this reading. I hope that these messages have reached some of you in a deep way. They're very, very, very important messages during this time. So if you feel that they have, feel free to pass them on. You know, that's what it's all about, right? We're all going to take care of each other during these times. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this reading. Thank you very much for all the lovely comments. I truly do appreciate each and every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. I can't even express it enough in words. If you haven't already, guys, remember to click on like. And for those of you who are new to this channel, don't forget to click on subscribe. Please take care of yourselves and others. Bye.